This is question number 2 on the November 2013 higher calculator paper. In this question, it says Pavel and Katie share some sweets in the ratio 3:8. I'm not going to go any further, right? But what I'm going to indicate before I go forward is what the 3 and the 8 stand for. Because it says Pavel and Katie in that order, the 3 stands for the number of parts that Pavel is going to get, and the 8 stands for the number of parts that Katie is going to get. This is essential practice in this type of question as you move forward. So it says here that Katie gets 32 sweets, right? What I need to do is now think about how I'm going to work out what each part is worth. Now, what I know is Pavel is going to get 3 parts. I know Katie is going to get 8 parts. But Katie gets 32 sweets. So that means that 8 parts is equal to or worth 32 sweets. Now, if 8 parts is worth 32 sweets, 1 part is 32 divided by 8. 32 divided by 8 is 4. This is a calculator paper. If you didn't know that, you could look it up, but you should have known that. 1 part is worth 4 sweets. The question says, how many sweets does Pavel get? Now, Pavel gets 3 parts. But if 1 part is 4 sweets, 3 parts is 3 times 4, which is 12 sweets. So Pavel gets 12 sweets. This is a pretty straightforward question, not particularly tricky. However, you do need to understand ratios, you do need to understand what you're doing and have a good grasp of this. The next part, Katie also has a tin of chocolates. There are 80 chocolates in the tin. 45% of the chocolates have toffee in the middle. Work out the number of chocolates that have toffee in the middle. So in other words, we want to work out 45% of 80. Now, you could use, and a lot of people do, use non-calculator techniques for this particular one, right? And I'm going to show you both. This is a calculator paper, so you should feel confident about using your calculator to work this out. If you're using a calculator, 45% is 45 out of 100. 45 divided by 100. Of means times and 80. 45 out of 100 is 0.45 times 80. Now, I've just done that last calculation in my head. However, what I could do is I could do it all on the calculator. 45 divided by 100 equals, then times that by 80 equals, and there's my answer, 36. Okay, and that's what I'm going to put into the answer space, 36. If I wanted to use a non-calculator technique for this though, a lot of people do that. What they do is they find 10% first. 10% of 80 is 8. 4 lots of 10%. So 8 times 4 is 32. And then if I know 10% is 8, 5% must be 4. So 4 plus 32 gives me the 36, the same answer that I got before. This is a pretty straightforward question, but you need to be confident that you could use your calculators to do some simple percentages.